corruption in Cameroon. What analysis do you have about that? Because if you look at CONAC, that is headed by Reverend Masigang, you know, they have been doing a lot to make sure that those corrupt officials in Cameroon are brought to book. And this time, it was even celebrated. I want to begin with you this time, Dr. Busi Ernest. We are looking at the administration, CONAC, and high rate of corruption in Cameroon. What analysis do you have about what they have been doing?
I want to say that, first of all, CONAC has to sit up. Okay. CONAC has to sit up. I don't know whether CONAC is independent even. It has to be an independent body. CONAC has to sit up, Mr. Mambo Williams. If you look at corruption in this country, corruption is a cankerworm. I think that corruption is a cankerworm in Cameroon. We know of ministers who have kept money in their houses in this country when you and I, the common people, are suffering. We know of ministers. We can't name them. There are many of them who have been present today. We know of a minister that monies were taken in his house and is in prison. We know of a minister of water in this country at Tangana with money laundry that was taken to banks in other places out of the country. Heavy money. And I want to say that CONAC decried the fact that billions of money within the past 10 years have been swindled by the executive in this country, and top government officials and directors. You know, they have swindled government funds. And CONAC decried that billions of money is running out of the state coffers. Many people have engaged in embezzlement in this country. There's high rate of embezzlement in this country. And I want to say that those are negative aspects of nation building. Corruption, embezzlement. And what are the cost factors of this? Nepotism, tribalism. Many people in this country are becoming so tribalistic and nepotism. And when they are put in position whereby they have to perform their duty, they still take money. And CONAC is decrying the fact that the judicial system of Cameroon is not independent. And if you see CONAC decrying, is that many prisoners who have embezzled state money, they are in prison today. But the judiciary have not heard them out. Because such money has to be refunded back to the state coffers. People are in prison and the money, we don't know where the money is. At the end of the day, the state treasury getting dry. And I think that we need an independent judiciary system, whereby the judiciary is free to carry its function. The judiciary should be able to interpret these laws of the country, because the function of the judiciary is to interpret the laws of the country. They should allow the judiciary, they are in prison. The executive should allow the judiciary carry out the litigation on these people, so that such monies can be refunded back to the state. Because people are dying of poverty and most Cameroonians are living below the poverty line. It's difficult, and people have embezzled billions in this country. We know of people who have embezzled 50 billion in Cameroon. And do you know what 50 billion can do in the northwest and the southwest region or other? It can develop this country. 50 billion, just a single person have stolen 50 billion in this country. People have stolen 10 billion. People have stolen 40 billion. We know of suspects. I don't want to call names here. We know of suspects that it was a time that the city, the council, I don't want to call it, the Limbe city council, how do they call it? The city mayor now was suspected for 9 billion. Up to today, there's a suspect, no investigation, no proper judiciary to investigate. We know of cases where ministers in this country are Tangana. I cannot name. There are many of them. They are in prison today. Ministers having luxurious cars, having businesses, having houses abroad, having businesses abroad, having bank accounts abroad, having good houses abroad. Where do they take the money to buy all those luxurious houses in America, in Maryland, in Texas, and they are living, their families are living comfortable life? Why? The common man here, the taxpayers' money, they are taken They take the common man's money, the taxpayers' money of the country, and they put it in their own personal accounts. So CONAC was saying that the state treasury is really getting dry because many state men have stolen money, and CONAC is trying to say that we should have an independent judicial system. And when we have an independent judicial system, they can investigate cases like this. And I think that in other countries, you see a body like CONAC, they are able to work more than this. Because CONAC only investigate at the end what feedback. It ends like it dies at that level. So CONAC must work, it should be able to, they should give power so that CONAC should be able to work more than that and work with the judiciary.
They can sue people to
yes, CONAC should be able to work with the judiciary because they only investigate. After you investigate, what happened next? And I think that CONAC also they have to work hard. There are cases in this country that they need to investigate. CONAC should be able to investigate state money on the Anglophone crisis, even the COVID-19 also. CONAC has to investigate a lot of money laundering in this country. And I want to say that if CONAC wants to work well, all the ministers who have stolen state money, first of all, let them accept to give back, refund the money first. If some ministers I know of this country, some ministers accepted that they want to refund the money, but the state blockade also is there. Let them refund back the money in the state coffer while the judicial system is playing their due course. Because if they refund the money, we invest the money in statehood. Because now the country is in chaos, and we don't even know some of these monies are even getting bad in some of their houses. We so know of ministers in this country who have hidden money on their ceilings, and they are getting bad, and rats are even eating the money when you and I cannot afford for a 3 square meal.
Maybe on Judgment Day they'll give it.
So we should not go right up to Judgment Day. What we're saying is that we should follow justice now, and let them refund the state money, and the judiciary as an independent body do its work. And we are talking like this. We have also the Supreme State Audit. What is the function of the Supreme State Audit? The Supreme State Audit have to audit these people too and see the amount of monies, because many at times they just say 50 billion, and maybe it's more than 50 billion. These ministers are investing abroad a lot, and these directors. And when you look at their pay, I look at the paper sometime. Yeah. I look at the pay package of some of these directors. They pay some of them huge millions for a month. There are directors in this country, they take millions before their allowances, and they still steal government money again. So I think that justice is very important. Justice is very important. We need strong institution. We need a judiciary system that is independent to investigate most of these people who have stolen state money.
Mr. Njomo Cyril, we are looking at what CONAC has been doing. This time they had a very huge celebration, but some people say that it is high time the clergy take over administration, given the good work Masigang and his committee have been doing.
Listen, Mr. Mambo, one cannot be that selfish to credit the work of Reverend Masigang, the current president of the Anti-Corruption Commission for Cameroon. We want to say that since 2007 or 6, that the head of state, President Paul Biya, started the fight against corruption. He has not relents his effort at any time. He's been able to create different units. CONAC is just an arm that check government fund. You have the Supreme State Audit. You have ANO. There are so many organs, about 6, that the government of the Republic has been able to create to make sure that they bring to book all those who have to manage government funds. But one will be limited to ask himself that what prompts the anti-corruption body to come up with such a powerful communique. It was during the African Anti-Corruption Day, celebrated every year on the 11th of July. So in this year occasion, they had the opportunity to bring to light the sum total of 10 years